It's real clear. When you're an electrician, you know exactly what you're doing. Nobody dies, nothing blows. It's that simple. Hey, if you've been tracking with the channel, you've been seeing us turn these into these. And I'm gonna tell you what. Core values: relationship, integrity, and excellence. So, we're developing a relationship with America's largest outdoor advertiser. We're 3 boards down, 4th and 5th approved. It's a one-man job, and you're talking 4 or 5 figures a day. It might be a long day, but let's go see what's happening and make some money. Taking my company cam photos. Company cam is priceless. See, we've got corrosion in this panel, and it's extensive. We're not prepared to replace that today, but that could be a service call and a return trip, and this panel is just like busy and messy. Stray conductors here, uncapped, do some testing, get things cleaned up. This, look at that. This is the grounding electrode conductor going through this steel conduit. The steel conduit is not bonded. It's not even seated in the cabinet. It's not secured, all kinds of issues going on there. On top of being a trip hazard in the high weeds here. Woo! So we got cleanup to do. I'll see what I can get done today. Mission for today, the mission for today is to put $500,000 of digital faces on top of this structure and don't blow anything up. It's real clear. When you're an electrician, you know exactly what you're doing. Nobody dies, nothing blows. It's that simple. It's so nice. The tester, they provided batteries, but the batteries are too... No, I see it. It's me, I'm wrong. It slides up into the compartment. There are four AAAs. It's me. I'm the problem with me. Okay, it's, yeah, defaults to DC. Function changes it to AC. This is my VinLab. Okay, my VinLab tester. Let's go, VinLab, don't let me down, bro. Pop the protections off that, stick it in my... Don't let me down. Test on a known live source first. VinLab comes in at 248.1. Volts AC 123. Okay, we know what we're working with. Let's make sure. Yep, we got 0 from neutral to the cabinet, which is exactly what we'd expect. Cabinet is bonded. Okay, I love the magnetic feature on that. That's just, like when you're an electrician, you're always working with metal, right? When you've got a tester out, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10, you've got the ability to magnetize it to a surface. That is a must for every tester, and a mounting hole, plus some tester lead clips, and a kickstand. I feel like this back panel right here is a MUST. All right, let's see what's going on down here. We've got a stray set of leads. It's not utilized. I need to know what's going on with that smart link. Got a lightning arrestor down here. No idea if it's still good or not. How do you test for a lightning arrestor if it doesn't have an LED indicator? If you know, drop in the comments, because I'd like to find out. I've been spoiled. This younger generation spoiled by the LED indicators. So we are getting the lay of the land here. We've done a little testing. What we're doing is we're getting rid of the old accessories for the old digital face, putting up a new digital face. The new ones are much more efficient. So what I'm doing now is, this is a power supply to the Daktronics right there. Daktronics is the outdated, man, Tucker, actually hop in here. Tell me what that Daktronics is. Do you know, bro?
The box is just the control box. That's that. The old school one, that was what controlled it. There's actually a little desktop in there, like keyboard. And
oh, no way!
You would go up there and load the content in, I think, through a USB or something.
Like just hop up there in the bucket truck, sit at the desktop, little programming.
And load it all up, and it was good to go. But nowadays, it's all wireless.
That's too cool. Okay, it's all wireless. So the new technology, much smaller, much more convenient, and it's all controlled from the network operations center.
Yep.
You guys don't do really any computer programming up top, do you?
No, we don't do it. We just call our little call desk and they set it up for us.
Yep. Call the call desk. So I'm gonna get power killed to the old desktop. It's great there's a desktop in there. I love that. Oopsies. Yeah, this thing's seen better days. That's a return trip waiting to happen. So carefully get this pulled apart. There are two 20 amp circuits for the controls and one 2-pole 90 amp circuit for the old digital face. The new digital face is all in on one 2-pole 40 amp, much more efficient. And because this is old, and you never know, I'm just gonna look for back-fed current as I go. I did assume these conductors, once I unlanded them, were dead, but you just never know, bro. You never know. Hey guys, does anybody know what this W is? I had no idea like 4 weeks ago, but right now, man, it's like top of my list. Love it. Drop your insider knowledge in the comments below. All right, I'm done down here. I'm satisfied. We're gonna quote a full replacement of that box. We're gonna have to get a permit, coordinate with the utility company, shut power off for a day. It's gonna be about a 6-hour replacement, but it's beyond hope. And there's one digital face was $250,000. So having an old corroded nasty old panel, it's not gonna go, bro. It's worth investing the $2,000 to get that thing updated. And part of that cost is in trip charges, right? We're over an hour from the shop. I'm gonna go topside, take a look at things up there, make sure we're in good shape. I've got my measurements. And if you got a better harness than the one I'm wearing, this thing was like cray putting it on. But I've got my 3/4 inch cable grab ascender. I've got my, whatever this thing's called. It's got 2 of these, whatever those are called. So let's go. I like to see the ladders tied off. Here we go, here we go. Got multiple ascenders already in place. Let's add mine in the proper orientation. I didn't have trouble with this one last time. Here's the power. Yeah, it is windy up here. A lot windy. Cold. Oh, this is a tight squeeze. Even for a skinny guy. So, we're at 160 on the right side with a total length ooh boy, yeah, it's pretty short. That's gonna be pretty short. Need to get on that one. So, needs a bigger hole. The other half of the connector is still on that board, which is now gone. Ha! But you check that out. Unless they took it off, it's gone. So we need a new connector, and that is 1.25 inches. And the other thing in here is we've got 4 conductors, but they're unmarked. So we're gonna have to tone them out once we get it into the cabinet. Okay, 1.25 liquid tight connector. Check our location, tone out our conductors. We got a little tiny bit of work to do here. I do not have a liquid tight connector for 1.25 inches. And then the length is the question. Again, that's 160. 160. So we've got 2 options. One is replace the whole whip. If it's not going to be long enough. Set my phone down. Hi, Mom. Okay. Well, that's what we need to get busy on. Okay. All right. Now we need to transfer our measurements over here. Oh, nice. Okay. Wow. It's gonna reach. So we're pretty limited. That width on top of the board, they left like almost no slack. So we're almost 160 inches on the money from right edge of sign to our electrical disconnect. And that's the same measurement on top. So that's beautiful. We need to punch out an 1.25 inch hole here, but bro, it's gonna work. And they've got 1/2, 3/4, 1 inch. So we'll just have to take it up to 1.25 inches. Wow, that's great. I'm really surprised. No, we've got length on that, so we could have moved that and slide it, which is handy. Okay, all right. It looks like we will get a lunch break after all here. I'm happy with how this is shaping up. We're gonna be paid for some downtime today, which is like pure gold, because I can be administrating the business while I'm sitting in the vehicle on the clock for this job. Love that. But then 2, we've got a change order for a return trip to replace that panel. And 3, we're taking care of an established ongoing relationship with a very good customer. So win-win-win so far. And if nobody falls off, right? Nothing explodes and nobody dies. Marching orders are always crystal clear. So I'm sitting here on the job site waiting for the guys in the crane, bringing that digital billboard up to speed. And this is an 82 kilowatt hour battery I'm sitting on right now in this Tesla long range Model 3. And yet I've got no power, 120 volt power source for my computer. So what do? Well, I brought a Darren Eaner Neo 2000. That's got a ton of juice. I've charged up a 4, 5, and 6 amp hour battery on my way to the job site, right here in the back seat. Now I'm charging 2 camera batteries. I'm powering both computers. We're operating on our Wi-Fi hotspot. And I'm only at 133 watts. That's a LiFePO battery and it's kicking for me. Oh, looks like it's time to go topside on the billboard. Back to work. Hello, sir.
For your magic.
Boom. Let's do it.
They've got about everything hooked up, so they're just cutting
off. Let's get this going on. It's a heavy whip. Definitely needs a mini on that. None of these conductors are marked, so that's something we'll change. Land them, mark them. Darren Eaner 2000, Neo 2000. It's a funny name, but it's working for us. I want to put one of those portable power stations on every work truck. Dude, that'd be sweet. The guys would love that. See, part of how you treat your electricians, man, it's got to be based on ROI, right? Return on investment. And then part of it, the guys want some cool factor. I mean, what you tell a guy when you put him in a new truck, man, that's a good feeling. That is a good feeling. He feels valued, heard. Sometimes guys get jealous though. They're like, man, I should be running my own business if you're able to buy and afford all this stuff. They don't see the pressure, the stress, but sometimes they get jealous. But most of the time they feel valued. But you can't control human behavior. If you hired them right in the first place and they're humble, hungry, smart, then they'll probably just feel valued and you'll probably be okay. But it's outside of your control. Just like YouTube. You can't control what comments you guys put in the comment section. Some of them crack me up. Hey, do me a favor. You include a timestamp, okay? Because that really facilitates me in responding to your comments. Sometimes I'm just like, what are they talking about? But the timestamp is golden. Like maybe at like 26:03. Why is he struggling so bad with that lock nut? Well, let's just see the lock nut. There it is. I've been working on this lock nut here for a minute. Okay. It's time to support that I mean, the box is held on really nicely here. So I can show you that. Look at that bracket. It's Boss, those bolts. But then, you know, that, I don't know, is that a through bolt? No, it's held on by 3 self-tappers. They're pretty beefy, but I definitely want to secure that. Oh, I guess I do need to have the phone on, yeah. All right, give me 1 sec. Here's what's gonna happen. Don't do anything yet, because I'll get blown off, solidly grounded to this hunk of steel. And you'll be sending my kids to college. There are 8 of them, so no sudden moves, bugger. So none of these leads are identified, and we're gonna need to identify each one of them. So what I'm gonna have you do is turn on that 90 amp breaker that's in the top left labeled Billboard. And come to think of it, you'd have to feed my kids in the meantime too, dude. That's sick. Oh yeah, I feel bad for you. Forget about me. So I think I know which one's the ground because it's smaller, as would be the case. Get this jacket stripped off here, and then if you can be patient with me, I'll get things identified, tested, labeled. Whoa. Man, I do like the grippy on this Southwire 7-in-1 tool. I like it a lot. The grab, it's just like teeth, bro, teeth. Southwire has generously shared some tools with the channel. If you're looking for some Southwire tools of your own and you'd like to learn more, check the link in the description. All of Southwire's tools are well priced and pro grade. Oh, I thought I had it. Come on. There it is. All right, we're all clear. You may energize the system. Testing AC power. Tell me when it's on. Nothing yet. Say that again.
You want the 90 on or not yet?
90 is on. Turn it on. Yes, sir. You on? Let me go ahead and get one. I wish my phone had a magnetic mount like this tester did. That'd be nice. VenLab. Just think like VenLab. Check the description for Southwire, VenLab, Darren Ener, the dudes that are making it happen. Yep, turn it on. 90. 90's on. All right, there's a hot leg. And there's a hot leg. And that's my neutral, and that's my ground. All right, keep it on. Let me just double check here. I'm gonna get neutral labeled, running through them again. There's 124, 124. Okay, so I like that. Hang tight, you can leave it on. Leave it on. .245, hot to hot. All right, you can turn the 90 off. All right, leave it off. Give me a few minutes to land. I'll hit you back up. No, I'm extremely close to being done. We've got enough footage up here, so I'll just let the GoPro expire. And I think we're about wrapped up here. It'd be nice if I can get this conductor landed. You can throw the power on. We will test, and I'm literally cleaning up and coming down. We'll touch base with Jeff, and hopefully we can be pulling out before we go live with stores. That's ambitious. No, that's too ambitious. I'm trying to get more realistic.
That'll never happen.
What's that?
That'll never happen.
Yeah. So we'll just sit here with stores, which will be more controlled, and then we'll do a cleanup following that. If you want to get things tidied up down there, that probably doesn't hurt anything. I can just carry all my stuff right to the car that I've got up here.
Yeah, what is tidied up? Is that just take one trip of your stuff and then you'll take a full bucket? That's about it.
Yeah, I think we're about done. We did it! Okay, so for today, we're 2 for 2. Nobody died, nothing exploded. But check out this next video, we're 1 for 2. And subscribe to Electric Pro Academy for real skills to make real money.